In this recap we will find out what happened to Corey and Erin Smith, but first a recap of episode 10 of Temptation Island Season 3. So Markel Wahlberg showed up to the guys and girls villas to inform everyone it was time to say goodbye to their placeholders, singles. And it couldn't have been more apparent over at the guys' villa that Alexis and Sophia were placeholders for Kendall and Thomas. Both girls had expressed their feelings numerous times, and both Kendall and Thomas essentially said thanks for the hookup, but that's all you're going to get from me. Corey took the opposite approach with Amanda and thanked her for all of her support throughout his journey on the island. If Temptation Island were a movie, Amanda definitely played the part of the supporting lead whose sole purpose was to prop the lead up for success. True to her role, Amanda gave some sage words of advice to Corey on her way out. She said, "You better put your foot down, and don't forget this man." We'll find out later if Corey remembered his training at Final Bonfire. Julian Allen also thanked Tula for all of her advice throughout his process. However, one cringe-induced moment happened when Julian told Tula he would think of her every time he saw the engagement ring on Kristen's finger. Oh no, Julian, just, no. I get he was trying to express his thankfulness at how much Tula supported him and helped pick out the ring, but that's the last thing that Kristen needed to hear, especially with her trust issues. Still, I am hopeful that Julian and Kristen can make it work out. Thomas did not display any genuine thankfulness towards Sophia, but rather he half-heartedly said he would miss her. Sophia, showing her age difference, immediately retorted, "I'll miss you more." Thomas promised they would stay in touch, but if he truly wanted to get back together with Chelsea like he claimed, staying in touch wouldn't be in the cards. Also, he more than likely ruined any chance of reconciling with Chelsea once he hooked up with Sophia. Yes, Chelsea made out with Blake, but that wasn't a green light for Thomas to pull a Kendall. Speaking of, Kendall almost showed some emotion when Alexis cried while saying their goodbyes. He consoled her by telling her to trust his judgment. Yes, trust the man who cheated on his girlfriend multiple times and had a threesome. I couldn't tell if Alexis was upset about leaving Kendall, or the fact that she wouldn't get any more camera time. Perhaps both. All I know is, it was pretty telling that Kendall didn't shed any tears over her. At the girls' villa, Erica was positively glowing as she said goodbye to Jesse. See what happens without Kendall around? Erica thanked Jesse for helping her question herself, and not just focusing on her relationship. She said she was a new woman, and Jesse agreed she was completely different from her first day on the island. I'm not sure what will happen, but hopefully Erica continues to focus on herself, and not fall back into being manipulated by Kendall. Erin thanked Jawan for standing by her even though she originally tried to push him away. I'm not sure if Erin has any actual friends since all she does is push people away. Erin gave Jawan a big hug goodbye and then began to mentally prepare herself for Bonfire. Kristen also did the same. She was ready to see Julian and discuss next steps. Engagement, perhaps? Kristen also expressed her appreciation to Lex for listening and asking the hard questions about her relationship. And then came the overdramatic acting from Chelsea as she said her goodbyes to Blake the fake. Chelsea claimed she had it harder than the other girls because she was the only one who actually made a connection. Did she completely ignore Erica and Jesse? Probably, as Chelsea mostly spent her time on the island cornering anyone who would listen to her talk about her flip-flopping feelings for Blake and Thomas. Blake, as usual, looked bored and seemed like he couldn't wait to turn to the camera and tell the audience to sign up for his dental practice today. Next came a montage of Erin, Corey, Kendall, and Erica, why they came to the island, for more Instagram followers, and bombshell moments. Basically, lots of scenes of Erin and Corey crying, and Kendall hooking up. We also got a flashback of Kendall prepping Erica for his behavior when told her he was going to experience the full essence the island had to offer. Gag. Erin and Corey got to be the lucky ones to go first. On their way to Bonfire, both were unsure if they were going to leave the island together. Erin secretly worried that Corey would leave her for Amanda, and was preparing her defense as to why she would leave alone if he did. And Corey repeated the following mantra over and over: "I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me." Mark prepped Corey and made sure he knew now was the time to decide if Erin was the one, or if there was someone better for him. Corey said he was ready, and then Erin made her entrance. Would new Corey stick to his guns? Mark then laid down the ground rules: they would each have a turn to talk and then the other would listen until they were done. Corey dropped the bomb that he felt unloved by Erin, and avoided arguments as not to upset her. He admitted his worst fears of Erin leaving him for another athletic type, like Griffin, had come true when she picked him for a date. However, Corey said he pulled himself together, improved his self-confidence, and found support from Amanda. In the end, Corey said he knows what he needs to do to be a better boyfriend and he hoped Erin would be open to them changing for the better. Erin admitted she saw his gain in confidence, but was not thrilled he was so open with Amanda because he wasn't open with her. Not pushing everyone away would be a start to get people to be open with you. Erin said even though she wasn't happy with Corey because she had to make all the decisions in their relationship, she learned she needed to work on herself as well. Erin then dropped the bomb that her past relationships were toxic and included getting physical. This was the reason she had taken her anger out on him. Erin hoped that Corey would now understand her behavior towards him, and she apologized for pushing him away. Erin then asked Corey what happened on his overnight date with Amanda. Corey let her know that Amanda did express feelings for him, but he had told her his heart was with Erin. "Let's all say it together now, aw." Corey then asked Erin if she was faithful to him and she said yes. Erin then shared an interesting tidbit that Jawan had told her she was intimidating. Mark immediately jumped on that and asked Corey if he agreed. Corey quickly fell back into old Corey mode and denied that Erin was that way. Mark told Corey he didn't believe him, and he was concerned that the minute they left the island, Corey was going to go right back to cowering before Erin so as not to upset her. He informed Corey he needed to create a safe space with Erin so he could tell her if she was going too far. Poor Corey. He looked like a scolded puppy. Erin agreed with Mark and said that she wanted Corey to put her in her place. There's one small issue, that is not who Corey is. Corey is a nice guy, who needs someone gentle and understanding, not confrontational and pushy. However, Corey puffed out his chest and told Erin he was not going to stand for her old behavior, and she needed to be scared of losing him. New Corey was back. Satisfied with Corey's response, Mark then asked Erin if she wanted to leave the island alone, with Corey, or with someone else. Erin grinned and said she wanted to leave with Corey, and Corey immediately agreed. Mark gave his blessing and wished the couple the best of luck. During their car ride back, Erin kept talking at Corey about how emotional she was, and Corey had the look of someone already checked out. Still, he gave her a sweet kiss at the end. Let's hope that Corey can stick to his guns and stand up for himself, or Mark's prediction of the couple falling right back into their old patterns will come true. Cast members, couples as they were before the show. Chelsea and Thomas. Chelsea, 29, and Thomas, 37. Have been dating and living in West Hollywood for a year. The investment trader's flirtatious personality clashes with Chelsea's jealousy and possessiveness. Plus, he's afraid of commitment and the marketing coordinator is his first serious relationship. But what we find out on Temptation Island that Chelsea like Dr. Blake and Thomas as close the chapter with Sophia. While Chelsea make a mistake choosing Blake or rekindle back with Thomas. Kristen and Julian, high school sweethearts, both 26, have been together for 11 years. While he has cheated twice and owned up to his mistakes, Kristen still holds it over him. He is ready to propose but is terrified she'll say no. Meanwhile, she's hesitant about moving forward and knows she's unable to let go of the past. So on Temptation Island their love for each remains strong. Tears were shed but it was tears of reason and possibilities. They open the past to further the present. Well, I hope Kristen say yes. Finger cross. Erin and Corey after 18 months together. Erin, 24, feels something is lacking in her relationship with Corey, 25. As a former pro soccer player, she compares every guy to her ex-boyfriends, mostly pro athletes. Corey, a concierge manager, has lost his confidence during his relationship with Erin, feeling underappreciated and belittled. Well, they stay together in end, but I feel some doubt about how the progress will go. Cause I have doubt. Erica and Kendall. Erica, 24, and Kendall, 26, have been together for 2.5 years. As a successful business owner, Kendall wants a partner who can keep up professionally but isn't sure it's Erica. The personal assistant, meanwhile, feels underappreciated in their relationship, hoping Temptation Island brings them closer. Well, this would be interesting to watch, cause Erica will not take back Kendall after what he did. Imagine if it wasn't Temptation Island and somewhere else. I just can't wait to finally get the words out of Erica's mouth to say